Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper time wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video, okay, if you'd please like to click on the like. If you do happen to stumble across me, and you do happen to enjoy the video, because I have other videos, although I have deleted rather a lot because they're just a lot older really, okay, then if you please like to click on the subscribe. You're also very free to share my videos, if you do happen to find them interesting, and also if you'd like to leave a comment, okay, that's also welcomed. Although I have noticed on a couple of occasions that it seems that I'm unable to view my comments, okay, so I can only apologise. So if anybody does happen at any time to send me a comment and I do not respond, then I hope that you understand why. It is not myself, it is another force, shall we say, which is stopping me from viewing the comments. Okay, so I'd just like to say if you could do any of those things, and please and thank you, okay. Now then, so what we're going to do, 3, 2, 1, beam me up. Oh, my juicy little lads. Well, what's happening, everybody? Just a moment, please, my delicious babies. Let me just, you see, sometimes they go brighter, and then sometimes they go darker. Right, let me just see. Oh, they're a bit better, everybody, okay? I'm trying to get as much out as I can, really, but I've got a brand new pack. Oh, there we are. They've got a little bit lighter now, okay, my delicious babies, because I've got a brand new pack, and I've had this brand new pack for ages in my cupboard, but what it is, I just want to make very good use of my batteries. Okay, my delicious ones. Now then, I am going to be giving out bits of information today, and I'm also going to be having just a little, that's not for now, by the way, I'm just going to be giving out, bits of information, and I'm going to have a little conversation about different things, and then that's my video for today, my delicious babies, okay. I may decide to to do some readings today. It just depends how I feel, okay. So right, because that's just really the way it is. Okay, everybody. Now then, so I'm going to say first of all, everybody, because this is bits of information, some of you may find it very interesting, for others of you, you may not find it very interesting, but I can only do my best, can't I? Okay, so if you could please follow our wonderful and delicious Little Duran, okay? They're on YouTube, okay, and they're also on Locals, on Rumble, on BitChute, on Telegram, and I do believe they're now on Rockfin. Okay, everybody. I'm not sure if I've missed anything out. I don't know. Okay, everybody, but they're very good with the geopolitical. Okay, because for some reason I keep getting in my mind my old noddle geographical for some reason. And sometimes I do get it slightly wrong, everybody, so please do forgive me, okay? Now then, you can also follow, as everybody should know me by now, my delicious and wonderful little subscribers that you are, okay? And how I love you once again so very, very, very much, okay? If you'd like to follow our beautiful and delicious and wonderful Alex Christoforo, okay? So again, you can find him on YouTube, you can find him on Rumble, on BitChute, on Locals, okay, and on Rockfin, okay. And also if you could follow our lovely Alexander Mercuris, okay, because both these wonderful gentlemen have the Duran, okay. So Alexander Mercuris, and he too is on Rockfin, Locals, Rumble, BitChute, and they're both on Telegram as well. Okay, so and also there's another wonderful gentleman, I'm trying to remember now because sometimes he goes on to the Duran, our lovely Duran. And his name is Robert Barnes, and it's Viva something, Viva Locals, and something Robert Barnes, okay? But if you have a look at the Duran and you'll see their videos, okay, you'll be able to see where it's, you know, our lovely Robert Barnes is, okay? And he's wonderful as well. They're all just so delicious and wonderful, okay? You can also follow our lovely and wonderful as well, little Gonzalo Lira. Now, I do not mean little, everybody, as in an insult, okay? It's just, this is the way I speak, okay? On, you know, on a normal, everyday today. But you do get the odd ones where they say, oh, little, do you understand what I mean? So whenever somebody gets like that, I do see it as highly negative, and I do not even entertain it. To me, it is just a complete waste of time, so I do not even go there with them, okay? They're obviously very troubled, God bless their dear souls, and they need to go and get some healing, okay? So you could please follow our lovely Gonzalo Lira, okay? It's Gonzalo Lira again. He also does the round table. He's also on Twitter. I think it's Gonzalo Lira 1968. I'm pretty sure it is, okay? And he's also on Telegram as well, everybody, okay? If you'd also like to follow The Dive, okay? So this gentleman, Jackson Hinkle, he's on YouTube, he's on Locals. Well, I think that's it, actually, everybody, okay? So, and he's also on YouTube, okay? If you could also please follow Garland Nixon, okay? He's also on YouTube, and I don't know. I think he must be on. I don't know. Is he on? I think he may be on Rockfin, and also I think he may be on Locals as well, okay? And finally, Brian, okay, at The New Atlas, okay? So you can just type in The New Atlas, and he's also on YouTube as well, okay, my delicious babies? So I hope that you all, you know, find, you know, the information, do you know what I mean, very interesting and beneficial for yourselves, okay? It just lets you know what is going on around the world. And it is very important, okay, because it is very important to all of us as the human race. You know, that's another word, isn't it? As I always say, human, what we've been named, okay? But this is concerning all of us, everybody, okay? So this is why, you know, this is why I continuously do what I do, okay? Now then, the next one I'd like you to please look at, if you would, and please and thank you, is now, right, let me just go to this first, because I have to do it in this sort of order, if you know what I mean, right? Well, it should be in one order, but I'm doing it in another order, everybody, okay? So I've just come across this young 21-year-old. I've never seen this video before, actually, everybody, okay? I have not been watching this well, this I don't know, is he a gender? Anyway, this is all to do with this transgender, okay, everybody, yes? So please, nobody, please take me offensively out there, okay? I only listened just to one video just before I've started, okay, to do my video to all of your wonderful and juicy and delicious little baby selves, okay? So if you could please type into YouTube, okay? And if you could please type in, we're sick, okay, and they're taking advantage of us, and then a rant, okay? So it's, we're sick and they're taking advantage of us, hyphen, a rant, okay? Now, if you look in the subscribe down below, okay, it should say K for kitten, C for Charlie, Miller, KC Miller, okay? So, and it was uploaded 2 days ago. Now then, from what I've been hearing here, God bless this poor dear little soul, okay, seems to be extremely upset, extremely well, very sad and rather depressed, everybody, okay? And, well, I don't know, something just made me click on it. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, it did. And I just thought, you know what? And I've just listened to it. It's not a long video, everybody, right? But I've got to be honest with you, everybody. My heart actually went out to this dear little poor soul. Yes, it really, really did, you know. And of course, this is what's being done in the world, and very sadly for this poor dear little soul, sorry. This is happening to thousands and thousands globally, all over the world. So please, if you could just take just a little bit of time out of your day, you know, just to please listen to this, you know, because it's really sad what's taking place, everybody, okay? So, and I did do a video not long ago, actually, to do with, you know, teenagers. I mean, even though this dear little soul is, you know, I'm pretty sure 21, okay? But, you know, there's been other things going on, you know, from when this dear little soul was, you know, in the teenage years. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So, yes, so if you could please take a look, and thank you. Now then, there's something else I'd like to mention. Now, I happened to bump into this dear gentleman this morning, and his dear little wife. Oh, God bless them, a beautiful couple as well, okay? They've not long bought a property not far from where we live, okay? And what it is, it was been explained to me, everybody, that, well, both of them have taken, very sadly, the old jab, you know, the deathly injection, okay? And because God bless their dear souls, just like millions of others, you know, they was not aware that it was an experimental, everybody, okay? And of course, this is going to be continuing until 2023. So I dread to see what the outcome's going to be there, everybody. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because, of course, we're hearing an awful lot on a lot of different platforms, okay? So, and for some of you, you know, if you're not aware, please take a look on DuckDuckGo, you know, to get more information if you want to research things. That's just a search engine I use, everybody, but of course, you know, you can use whatever search engine, you know, suits yourselves, my delicious babies. And if you please go on BitChute, because you can actually see a lot on there, okay? And if you could follow our wonderful and lovely davidicke.com, okay? So, and there's also Charlie Ward TV, our lovely Charlie Ward, okay? So, you know, where they talk to different guests, you know, and things like that, okay? So I'm just trying to get as much information out as I can, but let me just get back to the matter in hand, everybody, okay? So, so that's the end of everybody who I've advertised for today. Okay. Oh, there is one more. Sorry, there is one more. Just before I explain to you, please do forgive me. Please do forgive me. There is just one more. Okay. Now, if you could please type in. This is on YouTube, everybody. Okay. And if you could please type into the space bar at the top, and it is Sunak to increase taxes in UK despite cost of living crisis. US, G for Gertie, D for Delta, P for Peter, okay, figures X, ... Okay, so I'll just repeat that just once more. Sunak to increase taxes in UK despite cost of living crisis. US GDP figures X ... And if you look down in where it says subscribe, everybody, then it should say P for Peter, T for Tango, E for Echo, okay? So it's PTE, okay? Now, of course, this is another gentleman who I've come across as well today, okay? And yes, you know, seems most, there we go, before I even say, he seems most genuine as well, okay? So at the end of the day, he too is trying to give out information as well, okay, everybody? So I've listened to him today as well, okay? So very interesting, yes? So everybody who I have advertised today, okay, it is all very, very interesting. They are all very super duper. I'm talking about all geopolitical now, okay? All super duper, very, very intelligent, okay? They're super wonderful and super delicious, okay? And of course, even for this beautiful dear little soul who's 21, yes. I mean, considering that the 21, seems to know an awful lot about medications and things like that. So you may very well find it interesting, everybody, okay? Or you may even know somebody that is going through something. There we go, because there is going to be somebody, even if you do not click on my view, and you just read what's there, there'll always be somebody who knows somebody else, okay, that could be needing this help right now, okay? And videos like this, are very informative, okay? So getting back to this dear couple who I was speaking to earlier, okay, when I was walking my wonderful and juicy and delicious little Ruby Tuesday. Well, the dear lady, okay, when she got the old jab, which happened to, it's the one that begins with an A, everybody, okay, because I did ask, okay, and I wasn't being rude, because I actually said to them, I hope you do not mind me asking, please and thank you, which one it was. And I had a feeling what they were going to tell me, so my mind was correct there, okay? And what she seems to have got, everybody, for this dear gentleman's dear wife, okay? Now it's called, let me just, because I've got to pronounce it. I'm not laughing about it, by the way. It's just, I need to pronounce it, okay? So it's called encephalitis, okay? So I'm just going to spell it out, everybody. Like I said, I'm not laughing about it, everybody. It's just I'm really terrible with, pronouncing things, everybody. And for anybody who's wonderful and juicy and delicious, for all my little babies who have been so kind enough to follow me for all of this time, you know what I'm like by now, everybody, okay? So yes, so I'm just going to spell it out for you, everybody, okay? So it's E for Echo, N for November, C for Charlie, E for Echo, P for Peter, H for Harry, A for Apple, T for Tango, L for Lima, I for Indigo, T for Tango, I for Indigo, S for Sugar. Okay, now what this is, everybody, okay, because, they explained it to me briefly what this is, okay, because I personally, okay, so call me thick and I do not believe I am, okay, but we seem to be hearing more and more new things coming out all of the time in relation to this deathly jab, okay. Well, what this is all about, everybody, okay, is that what it actually does is it attacks the brain, okay, so that's what this is, encephalitis, okay. So what it does, it attacks the brain, okay? Now, this dear gentleman's dear wife, and they were explaining it to me, and she was explaining it, okay, is that, it puts her as well, and it has done, under severe stress as well, okay? So now I did make a point of asking her, everybody, which I did say, and of course, as it attacks the brain, sorry, that's just came into my mind to do, forgive me. As it attacks the brain, it meant that this dear lady, God bless her beautiful dear soul, was having seizures. Okay, everybody, yes. So the point that I'm making here, okay, is that I did ask her, 'cause she explained she went to her doctors and everything, your friendly quack, okay, and well, the doctor seems to be, and this is only what I've been told, everybody, okay, this is for one doctor, right, that they're trying their best, it seems, not to link the two together. Do you get me, everybody? with the, you know, the condition that I've just said, and the old jab, 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 jab. Okay, so as we can see, you know, you still got a lot of doctors in the UK and all globally who are still working for, you know, who. Do you understand what I mean? The ones who pull the strings, and they're quite happy to still lie through their teeth. Yes, okay. Now, this dear lady, before she'd had the old jab, 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 well, she never had seizures. She never had nothing wrong with her. Do you see? Okay, and in all fairness, this dear lady, God bless her beautiful dear soul, well, she didn't even know even about this. It's only because since she's had it that she's been researching and everything else, yes. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes, so it seems to still be going on. So anyway, so I'm going to repeat this now again, as I have been throughout the months on my videos. So for those of you out there, and if you do know anybody who has been injured by this deathly jab, 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 okay, if they could please go on to gov.uk. Okay, I'm just speaking for myself, you know, to all of my wonderful and delicious little babies, you know, for whoever's in the UK, okay, and for others of you who are outside of the UK, well, you know, if you go and look on your government website, I'm pretty sure, I would have thought, I'm only thinking of using my common sense, that they would be having a similar you know, a similar program to this, okay? So, and then if you could please click on, this is gov.uk, okay, vaccine, what you want to type in if you do not see it, you know, when you first click on, okay, vaccine damage payment, okay? Now, it does appear that there is an awful lot, everybody, okay, who are, you know, starting to and have been, you know, looking at this vaccine damage program, okay, because somewhere there needs to be some form of help for those who have either become severely disabled by this putrid poison that's gone into their bodies. God bless all of their beautiful dear souls, okay, and they are needing help, okay. It is an injury. They were not aware that this was experimental, okay. So, and therefore it is an injury, and for those who are really disabled with it, or those who can no longer do the things that they used to do, and it appears to be running into thousands upon thousands upon thousands, it seems. So anyway, everybody, I just thought that I would give out that information. Oh, sorry, do forgive me. That's just come to my flipping mind again as well. Do forgive me, everybody. If you could please go on to ukcolumn.org. Okay, so you'll be able to hear what's going on there as well, okay. So again, they're lovely gentlemen as well, okay. So that's everybody who I've advertised today, and I'm hoping that for anybody out there, please, and thank you, that you at least take a look at, you know, these you know, different wonderful and delicious different platforms, okay, because it's so very important, okay, because we need to get as much information out as we can. And if you are kind enough to click on these different platforms, okay, please, if you could share all of their videos, you know, we just would be so very, very wonderful, okay, please, and thank you for that. Now then, so let me just tick everything off now. So that's everything for today, everybody, okay. So I'm not here to bore you, I'm just here to, you know, just to give out as much information as I can, okay, everybody? So let's just have a little talk now, shall we, right? Now, there's a number of things, so just put my book back, okay, thank you. And thank you so very much for even taking the time to listen to me, my delicious babies. Now then, so we've got Rishi Sunak, haven't we, in our neck of the woods in the old UK, okay? Now, you see, the thing is, the way I'm seeing this situation is, everybody, the situation is just getting from bad to worse, isn't it? Yes, okay? So it's getting from bad to worse, okay? He's really not there to help us at all. No, he's not, okay? He has no intentions of helping us. I've got nothing across my shoulders, so that is no, okay? And not being disrespectful to anybody, but I do not have to listen to any other channel to know this, okay? I know. Okay, so he's only looking out for his own needs. Okay, so as long as everybody understands that, then we're all on the same song sheet. Okay, so please, everybody, I'm not being negative. I say it the way it is. Please just expect it to just get a whole lot worse. Now then, there's been a lot to do with Suella Braverman, hasn't there? Do you see what I mean? Now, again, you see, to me, right, I said it before and I'm saying it again, okay? It is like they are all on a stage, right? Now, you've heard the saying, haven't you? It's like, you know, you say the right things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? You say the right things and then, of course, you know, and it sort of gets others' attention, doesn't it? Do you see what I'm saying to you? But my point is that even if she wanted to change things, the fact is, when you've got other forces, okay, who have created all of these problems, okay, the ones pulling the strings, as we know very well who they are, yes, and they're getting all their lackeys and little muppets to do all of their dirty work, yes. The fact of the matter is that really nothing's going to change, okay. So even if she wanted to make those changes, I tell you what, if she does, you know what, I'll fall off my stool. And that's a flipping old-fashioned saying, right? I do not feel that anything's going to change. All it is just to keep the old news going. That's the way I see it, yes. That's the way I see it, okay? So nothing at the end of the day, my delicious babies, is going to change there. Now, I am going to mention this, and I do not care, and I am going to mention it. I do not feel that I'm being nasty in what I'm saying, everybody. I'm getting sick and tired, okay, of hearing about the illegal immigrants. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing this now, everybody. And the reason why I'm getting sick and tired, right, is because really, for a lot of them, they're not illegal at all. And I tell you who seems to be pushing out a lot. It's like the major, you know what I mean, like the GB News and even Sky News and things like that. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And they keep putting that word illegal. Well, I've said it before and I'm saying it again. It's all to do with human trafficking, right? The fact of the matter is, there's no way on this earth that you'd have that many. I do not care what anyone tells me. There's no way on this earth that you'd have that many coming over as illegals. No. Just would not be happening, everybody. So I'm just getting sick and tired of it. And what it is, they're feeding shite, which they are. Do you see what I mean? So as regards to GB News, now I was rather disgusted. Because at the end of the day, they just do not flipping shut up about it, do they? Do you see what I mean, everybody? Yes? So that's what I have to say there. Do you know what I mean? And of course, all they are is just an overspill of the ones with the box in the corner of the room, aren't they? Do you see what I mean? Aren't they? Sorry, yes? Okay, now then, and there's something else I want to mention, everybody. Now, here's the thing. So it seems that, and this is something that's concerning me, and this is why I'm saying it, right? Now, I already know about this. I've known days and days and days ago about this, everybody, right? But I was trying my best not to say anything, but I am going to say it because there's something else that's concerning me, right? There we go, before I even say it, right? There's something else that's concerning me. Now, it seems that Andrew Tate, because he seems to be everywhere, doesn't he? He seems to be doing his rounds. Do you see what I mean? For those of you out there, my delicious little babies who have heard of Andrew Tate, okay? Well, it just seems to me, you know, it just seems to be here, there and everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So you do not even have to, I mean, you know, it pops up on the YouTube, pops up everywhere. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, I have not personally got anything against the man. I do not know him. In fact, I do not know anybody, not even who do you understand what I mean? I do not know anybody personally, no, I do not. But I know enough to know, okay, with my old noddle, okay, that something to me doesn't smell right. Do you see what I mean, everybody? Now, the latest is, okay, for those of you who do not know, because there are going to be some of you who know my delicious babies, for others of you, sorry, there are going to be ones who do not know about this, okay? But what it is now, you see, the latest news, and of course, you know, it is on YouTube and everything as well, everybody, okay? As well as everywhere else, right? Is that he's actually turned. Now, before anybody says anything to me, I'm not saying this to be racist in any way. So if anybody feels that way, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Thank you for listening up until this point. But please, I beg you with the Lord of mercy, okay, move away from my channel. Because I'm not interested in it, right? I'm trying to explain something here, okay, and please and thank you. I'm trying to explain something because it's something that I am rather concerned about, okay, and I want to say what it is and I want to express what it is, okay. Now he's turned to Islam now, right? So he's become Muslim. Okay, everybody? Now then, there's no issue with anybody, whether they want to be a Christian, whether they want to be an Orthodox, whether they want to be a Muslim, you know, what anybody wants to be. There is not an issue in that, everybody, right? What my thoughts on this is, I mean, number one, right, I mean, I happened to hear something, what he was saying, yes? And what he was saying was, everybody, right? And by the way, he's not somebody who I follow, okay? But it just happened to be on somebody else's channel and, you know, I heard it, okay? And what he was saying was he was putting down the Christian religion, everybody, right? So he was putting down a Christian religion, right? Now, let's just get something into perspective here. Let's just understand this very nicely, how this is rocking and rolling. So he had an adult webcam business, I do believe, okay? So yes, fine, whatever he wants to do. That was whatever floats somebody's boat, okay? I'm not saying about that, but I'm just making that point if everybody gets where I'm coming from here, okay? Plus the fact that I've done a previous video anyway, a couple of months ago, I do believe it was a couple of months ago, where I said, you know, the way that he spoke about women. Do you understand what I mean? And especially older women. Do you see what I mean? Yes? And, you know, there's other things. There's an awful lot of other things, everybody. Now, how he's made his pound, shilling and pence, ka-ching, dollars and change, is his own business. Thank you, dear spirit. Is his own business, right? That's not my concern. No, it isn't. No, it isn't at all. But what is my concern is that before they started deplatforming him and everything, right, he seemed to get a lot of, let's just say, the younger generation of young men and, you know, the younger ones, yes. You know, probably in their late teens, I don't know, 18 to 20, like that, right? And then getting them, you know, where they seem to be following him like a religion, everybody. That in itself was like a religion. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes? Like they were worshipping your man there. Do you see? And not only that, but there were older ones worshipping, you know, sorry, rewind and start again, who were also worshipping him. But what he was projecting out, you know, it's like a vomit. What he was projecting out, okay, is that basically, and that's why I did my video a couple of months ago, is that women, do you understand what I mean? That they should not have an opinion. So what my concern is, everybody, and I'm not saying this against if anybody out there, if any of my delicious little babies or anyone who you know is Muslim, I'm not saying that. So I need to just get this straight now, what I'm saying, everybody, right? I'm entitled to my opinion, okay? And I'm going to speak my opinion. And if somebody's offended, well, I'm awfully sorry that you're offended. But this is my opinion, okay? So nobody has to listen to it. I'm not being rude to anybody, okay? But for those of you who are going to get where I'm coming from, then you're going to see how my mind, my noddle's rocking and rolling here. Okay, my delicious babies. So what I'm saying to you is, so you imagine all of the younger generation and for the older ones as well, you know, in their 30s, 40s. I mean, it's not old anyway, but you know what I mean. Older than 18 to 20 to 25. Do you understand what I mean? Everybody follow me, my delicious babies, yes? Well, how many then may even go to become a Muslim, yes? Now, here's my issue here, everybody. This is my issue. So if somebody feels that I'm speaking out of turn, please feel free to comment, but I personally do not. So correct me if I'm wrong, but he was saying that the Christian religion is basically what he was saying was a disgrace. Okay? That basically, because that's what he was saying. Right, not the exact words, everybody, right, but words to effect. That basically, you know, the Christian faith is it's a disgrace. That was not his words, you know, it was just me using those words, right? But anyway, that's what he was saying, just in different wording, because I cannot remember, you know, all the words that he said, right? Now, what he was saying is that, right, so that the Muslim religion, right, is it's a lot purer. That's the best way for me to put it. He never said those exact words, but that's basically what he's saying, right? And with the Christian religion, well, that we can just do, you know, that women and, you know, whatever. It seems to be a thing about women, everybody, to me. And this is apparently supposed to be a man who likes women, who loves women now. Ah. Do you see what I'm saying, everybody, right? Because I do not think so. No, I do not. And I do not care who crosses my channel, who likes him. I really couldn't give a figureless F myself. Do you know what I mean? And let's get it right, because I know the Muslim religion, because let me tell you, my mother, God rest her beautiful dear soul, I love you, dear mama. Anyway, she knows I've already said good morning to her anyway, right? That her father was a Muslim. Do you know what I mean? And he was not the nicest of men. I'm not saying that about every single Muslim, so everybody's got to be very, very with their old noddle to see what I'm saying. I'm not saying it about every single Muslim. No, I am not. But my point is, he's talking about that he's converted there, right, that they're pure. No, they're not. No, they're not at all. And I'm not only that, neither is Christian and neither is everything, because when you look at it, right, everybody in any different religion, everybody, right, sins. It does not matter what religion it is, and that's not being disrespectful, because I believe in dear God, as everybody knows, our dear Jesus Christ Nazareth, our dear Creator, everybody knows that. But at the same time, it does not mean that I have to go to a church. In fact, I cannot remember the last time I ever went to a church, because if I want to pray, I can pray at home. I do not need to go to a big church to go and pray, and my phone's froze, everybody. Sorry, everybody, that's just froze. I'm not stopping the video now, everybody, so I do apologise, okay? I'm not no idea what's happened there. But what I'm saying to you is, so I'm awfully sorry about that. What I'm saying to you is, everybody, right, I do not have to go to a church, right, which, by the way, not being nasty or anything, right, but they've made their old pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change, haven't they? And let's look at the flipping Vatican and everywhere else. So we just need to get all of this straight now. But for him, right, and like I said, this is not his exact wording, everybody, right, I'm just saying that for him to like, oh yes, but to go to Islam, yes, and to become a Muslim, yes, that makes you all pure. So correct me if I'm wrong here, everybody, this is all that I want to know. So if you're in that religion, right, that you cannot do this and you cannot do that. Now, as we very well know, in all different religions, you have your drinkers, you have your smokers, you have your ones who, like what they like, shall we say. I shall not go any further than that, everybody. Right? So, what's he saying then? And of course, how he's made his ka-ching. Do you follow what I'm saying with the adult webcams and everything else? I'm not being catty here. Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, just loves the truth here now. So what's he going to do with his businesses then? If that's the case, that's what I want to know, everybody. So if somebody can be kind enough, sorry to answer me that. Do you see what I mean? But as we very well know, with the Muslim religion, I'm not being nasty now. I'm not saying it about every single Muslim family or anyone. No, I am not. And I'm not racist and I'm not prejudiced. I'm just stating facts here. Right? There were dear ladies, and I've met many different religions in my lifetime. I can assure you all on that one. Okay, my delicious babies, so I'm not shouting at anybody. I'm just making my point here. That usually, God bless those beautiful dear ladies, that they must keep things zipped. Does everybody follow what I'm saying now, everybody, my delicious little babies? So it's one thing where he puts out like he did, that's before he started getting all deplatformed and everything, right? It's one thing putting out that, you want men to be men. Yes, okay, fair enough. Yes, I totally agree. Because, in these past, I don't know, X amount of years, not so many, that men are actually not as much standing up. It seems to be more the women rather than the men. Do you see what I mean? And that's not being disrespectful to all the men out there. I'm just stating facts. There we go. Right? My point is this. So for those of you who I'm not telling you not to dislike this man, Andrew Tate. No, I'm not. But it's just that do not flipping come out with, flipping holy shite. Do you know what I mean? Do not even flipping go there. Because there's something I do not know here. Something I'm not buying here. Do you see what I mean, everybody? There's something that, there we go, doesn't flipping seem right to me. Now, some would say, that, he always respected Islam and everything like that and Muslim. Yes, I've got no issue with anybody. Whatever religion anybody wants to be is entirely their own business. It is not my business or concern. What I'm talking about is do not then, say you turned over a new leaf and I'm so flipping holy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because obviously he wants to keep his ka-ching going, doesn't he? So what is it now then? So he has his other businesses then behind closed doors where no one can see. That's what I'm saying, everybody. And I'm really flipping saying it the way it is. Or what is he doing? Getting others to do it for him, but he's still ka-ching. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So that's what I've got to say. So if anybody disagrees, well, I'm sorry that you disagree. Feel free to comment. But you'll get one message and one message only. But I can assure everybody I'm not going to say this again. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. I'm no nothing. Because I'm quarter flipping Bangladesh myself and Irish and everything. Do you understand what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm none of those things at all. I'm just pointing something out. But every single religion at some point, I do not care what anyone tells me, everybody sins. It's been going on for decades. So anyone who comes along and says that they do not, well, I'm afraid I disagree with that. Do you know what I mean? Even if somebody's not even realised that they're sinning, do you see what I mean? There could be, the loveliest dear little soul going, do you know what I mean? But everybody at some point has sinned. There it is. Do you see what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, everybody. And just one more thing, anyway, so that's that. So I'm not I know that some of you may think, she's off again, to do with flipping Andrew Tate. No, I'm just saying that you cannot sort of say one thing about one religion. Do you know what I mean? And then him then walk around because he's now decided to join another religion, right? that his own shite don't stink. Does everyone follow what I'm saying, my delicious babies? That's my point that I'm making. Yes? To me, I do not buy it. Anyway, that's that. And finally, okay, so I just make my feelings known, and I do not care. It'll only be a matter of time before you'll hear something anyway. Do you understand what I mean? And this is supposed to be holy, holy. So anyway, so we'll just see, won't we? We'll just watch how the flex go. And finally, yes, Elon Musk, something else that crossed my mind, it has, over the days now, is that, you know, because we were trying to get the old, everyone to buy electric cars and things like that, right? Everybody? Right, plus these driverless cars, which you would never see me get into one, right? Which, of course, as we very well know, with the electric cars or driverless cars, you know, that they can just stop you from going wherever you're going whenever they feel like it. You know, we all know who it is, the ones who pull the strings in the world. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So there is something that I am not trusting about this, everybody, with Elon Musk. I'm not trusting it one bit. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? I'm not trusting it. I do not care what anybody tells me. If somebody come up to me and said who follow, you know, happens to follow all these things, yes, and happens to say to me, well, Mia, you know, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, I'll say, well, then that's your opinion, isn't it? But my opinion is this: I smell something. And let me tell you, and it doesn't smell very nice, just the same as your flipping tape man there. It's too sweet to be wholesome. Good fashion Irish saying, that is, old fashioned. So again, we shall see the flex there, won't we, everybody? Do you see what I mean? And that's just what I want to say. Now, for some, you may say to yourself, my delicious little babies, oh gosh, she's really on one, she's flipping, you know what I mean? But no, I'm going to continue to say it. Do you see what I mean? Something to me is, something isn't right. Do you see what I mean with any of these men? No, it isn't. And let's see how long Rishi Sunak flipping lasts, shall we? Do you know what I mean? So we'll see how long that goes on for. Do you know what I mean? But like I said it before and I say it again, they're all a crock of shite, the whole flipping lot of them. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of every single one of them. All of the flipping governments all over the world. Get rid of them. And I'm going to keep saying it till I'm flipping blue in the face. Because let me tell you, none of them are flipping there to help any of us. They're there to run us into the ground and they're there to destroy us in every single country in the world. There we go. That is their plan. But it's not going to work. I said it before and I say it again and I'm going to keep saying it. They're making too many mistakes. At the end of the day, they're effing themselves. Do you see what I mean? Yes. Do you see what I mean? And more and more have woken up. Do you see? So yes. And just to let you know, going back to that dear lady and gentleman who I met earlier, okay? Well, they were asked to go and have their booster, booster, and they've refused. And I said, please, dear God, Jesus Christ and Nazareth, you never take any more. And they said, no, we will not. Do you see what I'm saying? So, of course, it's just coming out. I mean, it's not just trickling out. I mean, this is like flipping Niagara Falls. Do you know what I mean? Vroom. Do you see what I mean, everybody? Yes? So it's pointless flipping censoring this one there and then censoring that one. Well, what's the point of it? When everybody blooming knows. Do you know what I mean? For most, they know. The only ones who do not know, God bless them, and the ones who are either, do not use any modern technology. Do you know what I mean? So they clearly just watch the box in the corner of the room, okay? And of course you have a lot of, God bless the beautiful dear souls, a lot of the elderly, God love them, where a lot of them do not use all this modern technology. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes? Oh, and one last thing I want to say. That blooming trust, that's what I just wanted to say. That trust, and they said, something about, something to do with a call and to do with the Nord Stream and all this, yes? That pipeline in the sea, right? Let me tell you, you see, the way I see it is this, right? This does not come out accidentally, like it's flipping big news, right? What happens is they put it out deliberately. they put it out deliberately, they do. Do you see what I mean? Then, of course, it's all, you know, all different platforms. Ooh, do you understand what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying to you? They put out what they want to put out, and that's what they do, and that's the end of that. That's why I do not even click on any flipping channel, you know, and they're talking, because I don't want to hear it. To me, it's just a crock of shite. Do you know what I mean? To me, it's common sense and quite plainly flipping obvious. Okay, so God bless the dear, you know, some dear delicious little babies. You know, it may not be obvious, but to me, it's been plainly obvious. Anyway, so that's the video, my delicious babies. So I'm very sorry that it's gone on for so long, but anyway, I just wanted to say what I've got to say, everybody, okay? But I did not mean anything against different religions. I'm not a racist, and I'm not prejudiced. I'm certainly none of them, okay? I'm just making my point here, right? So we'll hear over the weeks how Elon Musk and Andrew Tate are getting on, right? Because I'm sure that we're going to hear something. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes, please watch the flicks. Anyway, and on that note, thank you so very much for anybody, my delicious little babies, okay, who are subscribed, and any passers-by, you know, for even taking the time to even watch my video today, okay? So on that note, much love, God bless, take care, until my next video. Thank you, goodbye.